Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Friday, September 20th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Still calling them illegal. Alaska threat. Fantasy football taken a little too far. And maybe the greatest day in baseball history. That's all coming up. And Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, J.D. Vance says he will keep referring to Haitians in Springfield, Ohio as illegal aliens. Kamala and Joe Biden granted them something called temporary protected status. But J.D. said if Kamala Harris waves the wand illegally and says these people are now here legally, I'm still going to call them an illegal alien. An illegal action from Kamala Harris does not make an alien legal. A man in Alaska has been accused of sending graphic threats to injure and kill 6 Supreme Court justices and their families. He's been indicted on federal charges. 76-year-old man accused of sending more than 465 messages through the public court website, including graphic threats of assassination and torture. He was targeting the conservative justices, 2 in particular, hoping that they would resign and the current Democratic president would appoint their successors. The FBI paid him a visit last year, but he did not stop. Now he's arrested. I know a lot of people take their fantasy football very seriously. This guy took it to the next level. A 25-year-old from Philly, of course, pled guilty to 2 counts of interstate and foreign communication of threats. So here's the deal. He got in a disagreement with one of the other guys in the fantasy football league, found out that he was traveling to Norway. So the guy called in an anonymous tip saying that this guy was planning on carrying out a mass shooting. Law enforcement officers in Norway spent 5 days, 900 man-hours to investigate the threat. He later admitted he just made it up. And he also made up a threat against the same guy at the University of Iowa. This guy faces maximum sentence of 5 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a $250,000 fine. Shohei Ohtani had one of the greatest performances in Major League Baseball history. He went 6 for 6, 3 home runs, 2 doubles, a single, 10 runs batted in, 4 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, and he became the first player in history to create the 50-50 club. That's 50 steals and 50 home runs. 35 years ago, Jose Canseco was the first to have 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases. All Shohei had to do was get a triple and he would have gotten a cycle as well, but how can you complain? The Dodgers beat the Marlins 20-4 and clinch a playoff spot. I'm Mike Slater. Bill O'Reilly has your message of the day next.
Is your finance software not cutting it? Check out Ramp. Ramp is the corporate card and spend management software designed to help you save time and money. Ramp gives finance teams unprecedented control and insight into expenses. With Ramp, you're able to issue cards to every employee with limits and restrictions and automate expense reporting so you can stop wasting time at the end of every month. Ramp is very easy to use, saves you money, whether you have 5 or 5,000 employees. Businesses save an average of 5% the first year. Right now, you can get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/no-spin. Ramp.com/no-spin. Please note, cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC, terms and conditions apply. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Friday, my new book, Confronting the Presidents, will open at number 1 on the New York Times bestseller list. That makes 19 chart toppers. I am very tired. Writing is hard work, and strenuous labor usually pays off. We are losing sight of that in America as a pernicious attitude of entitlement is shrouding the land. Many Americans believe the country owes them. It does not, despite the hollow promises from politicians. Confronting the Presidents is a good book, entertaining, fair-minded. If you love your country, you must take some time to learn about it. Our leaders were flawed, as all human beings are. Sorry to offend you narcissists. Despite our divided country today, I maintain that most folks are patriotic They want the best for their fellow citizens as well as themselves. The key to patriotism is knowledge, honesty, and compassion. We've had 45 presidents. Most were patriots, although not all. Some were cowards, others corrupt agents. So I'm very happy that Confronting the Presidents is succeeding. It is a worthy book, and it's thanks to you, the folks, the patriots. You guys remain and always will be the best. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. And let's go to the mail. We got John, concierge member. Remember, if you become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member, you get Confronting the Presidents free or any of my other killing books. Now, that's the best deal I can do. If you don't take the deal, I don't know what to do. It's a fabulous deal. John, when someone tells me that Trump is a threat or wants to be a dictator, my response is Trump was president for 4 years, did not go off after his political opponents. He didn't try to censor anyone or take away our freedom of speech. Absolutely right. And that's the way to do it. Is counter this propaganda with facts. Lloyd, no. Lloyd says that Trump is going to educate people on basic economics. I don't know about that, Lloyd. He's more of an emotional guy. Francois, Putin's economy is not tottering at all. He's selling every drop of oil he wants to China and India at a big profit. Bill O'Reilly needs to wake up. Francois, I'm wide awake. Look at my eyes. Francois, I want you to read an article just came out, okay, by Business Insider. The headline of the article is, Russia's oil revenue has plunged as global crude prices tumble. Just that, Francois, looking out for you, man. I don't want you to be misstating. David, concierge member. Thank you, David. Coming from a family with a military veteran legacy, as well as being a Navy veteran myself, nothing short of full removal of all Russian military assets from the entirety of Ukraine would be an acceptable ceasefire negotiation. Not going to happen. So you'll have war ad infinitum forever. Not going to happen. What should happen is, and Putin would agree to this, I believe, they have some kind of vote in the Russian majority provinces of Ukraine. And that'd take forever, but that's how you calm it down. In a moment, something you might not know. Did you know every day is a perfect day for peace of mind? With American Home Shield Warranty, you are covered for unexpected breakdowns like leaky faucets or faulty water heaters. Choose a plan that fits your budget and rest easy knowing repairs and replacements are taken care of. Simply contact American Home Shield when an issue arises, and their trusted pros will handle it according to your coverage. Don't let worries about appliances and home systems weigh you down. Celebrate the reassurance of protection. Don't worry, be warranty. For 20% off plans, visit ahs.com/bill. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 1 century ago, the global life expectancy for a human being was just 39 years old. Today, the number has risen to 72. A typical person's lifespan depends on genetics, health, personal choices like diet. It also depends on where you are born. According to the World Economic Forum, folks in Japan stick around the longest. A healthy diet of fish means residents in the land of the rising sun live to an average of 85 years. Switzerland, next on the list, the nation is ranked the most active in Europe. Studies show the Swiss suffer less anxiety and depression than their neighbors in Germany and Italy. Average life expectancy in Switzerland, 85 for women, 82 for men. Yodeling may help. In Iceland, folks live until the age of 81. Scientists believe the cold weather might actually help you live longer. Researchers at the University of Michigan say frigid temperatures trigger genetic responses that extend a person's longevity. All the way down at number 35 on the list, between Lebanon and Cuba, is the United States of America. Average life expectancy here for an American male, 76. Women, 81. But it turns out where you live in the USA can play a major role. Residents in Charleston, South Carolina, and Naples, Florida, live nearly a decade longer than the national average, even though it's a warm climate down south. Shortest life expectancies on the planet can be found in sub-Saharan Africa. Average person in Sierra Leone, for example, lives to the age of 41, mostly because of AIDS and poverty. And here's something else you might not know. In the USA, life expectancy is actually on the decline. The average lifespan dropped a full year since 2019. Biggest factors: COVID, obesity, and drug ODs. Back after this. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. America is at a breaking point. Record inflation, interest rates, debt. The last thing we need is more reckless government spending and higher taxes, and they could happen. But a Harris presidency could bring us into that zone, plus a hit to your retirement savings. So protect your savings with American Hartford Gold. They'll help you secure your retirement by diversifying with physical gold and silver. Start with a simple phone call. They'll guide you through the process, even deliver gold and silver right to your door, or place it directly in your IRA or 401k. Don't wait. These safe haven assets can protect you in an economic crisis. Call or text American Hartford Gold today. Tell them O'Reilly sent you to get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.